discouragist here, coming to you live from a kitchen in lockdown London, and today I'm going to show you the coolest way you can wash your hands with any type of soap. I've got a couple ranges of hand soap and some shampoo over here, and I'm going to show you the cool way to wash your hands. But we're also going to look at the science of how to wash, of why we are washing our hands so much in the current global pandemic, COVID-19. So we're going to get deep into the science of it, but today basically you'll understand why we use soap and how to make it a nice fun activity. And so I'll show you how you can do this, and with any type of soap. I've tried it with most, whenever I go to a bathroom and there's hand soap there, I try to make a bubble with my hands, and most of them will work for this. Obviously you may have to try a couple times, and if you're first trying it, don't expect the bubble to last too long. Don't expect to succeed the first time, but it's because all bubbles pop and everyone fails. So we're going to give that a go. But this bubble's doing great. Wow. Okay, so firstly, why do we use soap for COVID-19? To battle COVID-19? Well, actually, it's funny enough that COVID-19 is like a bubble. And instead of the soap layer that it has here, COVID-19 has a fatty oil layer over here, okay? So what we want to do is pop the COVID-19 bubble. Now, if I were to just use water to wash my hands, it wouldn't work the same. And we'll demonstrate over here with some water and oil. If you've ever tried to wash an oily pan, you'll know that it doesn't really work if you just use water and oil, because water and oil, they don't mix together, you see. I can try mix them like this, but see, the oil stays on the top. However, if we add a little bit of soap, like fairy liquid, just a tiny little bit like that. Now you see, the soap molecule from our fairy liquid there, it's got this, imagine a head over here that loves water. It's like, oh, water, I love you. It's called hydrophilic. And then it's got this other edge over here that hates water. So you imagine this little molecule, like one head loves water, the other edge hates water. So hydrophilic and hydrophobic. Hydro being water, and phobic, like a phobia, I don't like the water, hydrophobic. Okay? And this is where, it's because it has these two sides, it's called ambiphilic, is why soap is so useful for washing our hands. Because we've got this oil that doesn't like the water and the water that doesn't like oil, but the soap, it's got something for everyone. And then when we mix it together like that, the soap molecule grabs the oil, it grabs the water, it pulls them all together, and it runs down the sink, just like that. And you no longer have oil in your glass. Now it works the same way with the COVID-19 bubble, okay? So, now, oh, get a little bit more soap there, gotta wash the hands properly. Okay, so we've got this, imagine this is the COVID-19 bubble. Woo! You have your soap molecules come, and the hydrophilic part attaches onto the bubble onto the soap bubble, and it basically pulls the layer apart and it pops the bubble. And then all of the virus inside gets dispersed all around. And the soap actually goes around that, and then it all just slides away out of your hands. And that is why we use soap to wash our hands. And that's why the UN and the World Health Organization and all of our government officials and X, Y, and Z are all telling us to wash our hands as the most effective way to battle COVID-19. Now, let's learn how we can wash our hands in the most fun way we can wash our hands. Now, as I said, you can use any type of soap, whatever's in your house, whatever country you're in. Hand wash, you can generally find one that will work. So we have soap bar over here. We've got your hand wash by Imperial Leather. And simple, this is like a shower gel over here. And then the real secret, Trezem for professionals. It's just actually a secret for my hair. It's okay for bubbles really. But if you don't have any of these soaps, if none of these are working for you, try a shampoo. Shampoos can work well. So, soap, I didn't think soap would work too well, and it doesn't really. Soap is not, a soap bar is not your best option. So, first, wash your hands. Ding like that. Get some soap on your hands. Rub them all around. There's some real intricate ways that people are coming up with washing your hands there. Get between the fingers, back of the hand, nails like that. Yeah, learned that myself. The thumb twist. Yeah. And they say it's very important that your hands have soap on them for 20 seconds, or that you wash your hands for 20 seconds to give the soap enough time to break all of those bubbles, the COVID-19 bubbles. Now, once that's done, you're going to, this is too soapy now, so I'm going to add a touch bit water. Okay, start off with a small one in the beginning. And get a bubble like that, whoop, 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 whoop. So that does work. I'm going to use Imperial Leather to demonstrate because it's a bit better than soap bar. I just added soap bar there for variety, so you would be able to see in case that's all you've got. So, this over here, what you're going to do is you're going to make the OK sign, but you're going to slide your thumb, slide like that. And then you blow, you don't have your hand there, not there, just about there. You blow nice and gently, nice consistent breath going in, and then you've got your bubble. Whoop. So, if you find yourself, you've done this, that'll be very soapy. All you do is you add a little bit of water onto your hands. Don't leave your water running whilst you do this, very important. Save the planet. Okay. Start off with a small one, even smaller than this in the beginning. Now, there's one really important motion that you need to focus on. Whoop. It's this. Whoop, 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 whoop. It's the open, close. Open, close. My fingers are never separated, okay? So, get the little bit of soap. You slide it open, and then you blow. If you don't close it, then your bubble will disappear. Let's try again. See, it's slowly, but then I slide it closed like that, and then I got my bubble. And don't be afraid, you can really wiggle, 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 wiggle. But again, if the bubble pops, don't go, no, bubble. It was always going to pop. We all fail. It's fine, just try again. So, that, and Take a nice big deep breath in. Appreciate being alive and breathe out. Ooh, it's a good size bubble. Oh. And so let's try now with our simple shower gel over here. I was very impressed with this one. This is probably the best that I've found so far. This episode over here is just for hand soap. We will get into using dishwashing liquid and stuff like that, but use hand soap because this is a hand washing exercise. Don't wash your hands with fairy liquid. It really can take away a lot of can dry your hands out a lot and take some really good oils out of your hands. And if you've got some sunlight, you can put the bubble in the sunlight like that. You can see all the beautiful, beautiful colors. Even just a little one. Make two just like that. You can ding, ding, ding. You can have them really close together. You can even try. And sometimes they pop. They always pop. And I'm literally trying to provide you with just a few good moments here whilst washing your hands. Just a little bit of fun, a little. If you get yours in the air, you can just waft the air underneath. It's like playing with a ball from space. And I'll find the one over here, shampoo, which works alright. So, shampoo, again, just a tiny little bit. A bubble's not all soap. A bubble is majority water. So don't, soap, I need more soap. Just a tiny little touch. And you really just aim for a bubble like that. That's like a big one for a beginner. So just woo. And the way I'm getting the bubble off is like watch like an octopus. Pull. Just slides off like that. And then then you can play bubble pass with your friend. Ooh. Oh. And really just enjoy the process, play around. If you find you've been in the bathroom now for about an hour blowing bubbles, I would really recommend you moisturize your hands afterwards because they'll get really dry. And so that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you can make bubbles with your hands. I really hope you enjoy this activity. Even if you just do it a little bit when you wash your hands, or if you just try it once. Everyone loves bubbles, and they're so fun, and there's actually a lot of science to them too. And so I'll be doing a 5-part episode that I'm starting with now. Of different bubble activities like this with some science and some fun or DIY things you could do at home. I really want to find new ways I can engage with people now since this global pandemic has changed so much, especially for my industry as an entertainer. But I don't want to just stop. I want to carry on bringing some joy, even if that means we have to do it digitally now. So I hope you guys are really enjoying, you really enjoy this activity. If you have, take a photo, send it back to me. Encourage other people to do it if you had a good time doing it, because A bubble is very, very simple. It's very, very small, but it can put such a glowing smile on anyone's face. And I think in times like these, we need those little small things to really boost us, to get us through this global pandemic that we're all facing together. And I hope to at least bring a little bit of joy to some. And so, look out for the next videos. We've got some really cool activities coming up. I'm very excited. Going to probably be doing some live stream shows and stuff like that. If you have some suggestions or you want to see me do some cool things with bubbles, let me know.